Today, our hearts are still pounding, and our prayers are sky-high with the latest crash update on Kyle Loftis, the fearless young racer from the Cletus McFarland Freedom Factory crew, whose viral clip from last weekend's high-speed practice session turned into a fiery nightmare that's got the entire drag and drift community holding its collective breath. It was during a late afternoon shakedown run on that brutal 300-foot shutdown strip near Long Beach, coordinates pinpointed at 33.75953993. minus 118.05232299, when Kyle, piloting his souped-up Mustang body on a tube chassis build with slicks screaming, hooked hard left mid-run at over 140 mph. Slamming the retaining wall with a bone-shattering crunch that sent debris flying like shrapnel. The car flipped violently, landing wheels up before bursting into flames right there on the asphalt, black smoke billowing as Kyle kicked free from the cockpit, stumbling away dazed but on his feet, marshals with extinguishers blanketing the blaze while spotters radioed frantically for the chopper. Dashcam footage he himself uploaded post-incident captured the aftermath, twisted metal smoldering, flames licking the fuel cell remnants, and watching him recount it in shaky breaths to the crew, bloodied lip and singed firesuit, you felt that pit in your stomach. This kid's been grinding builds with Cletus since his teens, turning YouTube dreams into real rubber-burning reality, and one twitch of the wheel nearly wrote his final chapter. The medical rundown came swift from trackside docs and a full ER workup. Miraculously no broken bones or internal hits, just heavy bruising across his ribs and shoulders from the rollover forces, a mild concussion from the header impact, and superficial burns on his hands and neck that needed debriding under sedation. Day-to-day status with rest mandated through the weekend, eyeing a cautious return for next month's Freedom 500 if healing tracks perfect. Kyle posted the raw update himself on his Insta late last night from a hospital bed in Long Beach, that battered face grinning through the swelling. Fire couldn't cook me back dragging soon. Thanks for the prayers, fam. At 24, he's the prodigy of the Freedom Factory scene, Cletus right-hand wheelman on viral builds like the nitro-swilling Civic drag car that went 1 million views, known for his never-lift attitude in drift contests and burnout battles that pack the stands. From a lineman gig by day, summoned to fix poles after wrecks like this, to moonlighting as a racer spotting for others, Kyle's that everyman hero. The kid from California tracks who films his own chases and edits hype reels between shifts, family in the pits with coolers and prayers. The Cletus community erupted online, pray for Kyle trending with edits of his clean passes, fellow drivers like Garrett Mitchell sharing pit stories of Kyle's laugh echoing through haulers, even passers-by on that highway footage called out for ignoring the scene now apologizing publicly. Emotionally, it's a throat punch because Kyle embodies the DIY spirit of this sport, no big sponsors yet, just passion-fueled wrenching in garages till dawn, risking it all for the roar of the crowd and that perfect 60-foot time, a young dad posting helmet cam tributes to his boy before every pass. Without him spinning tires, the factory feels emptier, but you see his fire undimmed, already sketching chassis tweaks from the recovery room. Rehabs dialed in stateside, ice baths for the burns, vestibular therapy for the bell-rung head, grip exercises to test that steering wheel feel by week's end, with Cletus himself vowing a lofty strong burnout tribute at the next event to fund his med bills. Track safety crews are reviewing the wall angles and runoff, but Kyle's waving it off. Racing's risk, learned mine the hard way, but I'm hooked deeper. Fans turned the crash site's coordinates into a makeshift shrine overnight, tires and flowers lining the strip, a testament to how one driver's brush with the flames unites thousands. Grassroots racing thrives on these survivors, stories like Kyle's forging legends from near misses, turning scorched chassis into comeback anthems that echo louder than any trophy. The community's got his back, haulers circling wagons, and when he straps back in maybe with fresh slicks and a reinforced cage, it'll be electric, the kind of roar that drowns out fear. Speed on, Kyle, the pits are revving for you. If Kyle's unbelievable escape and unbreakable spirit had your adrenaline surging and eyes misty like it did me, smash that like button to send those healing horsepower vibes his way. Subscribe for more raw racing updates, crash analyses, and underdog try.